Good Monday morning, everybody. It is the 14th of March, 2022, and it's a beautiful 36 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. Oh boy, yeah. Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a little more service work today in preparation for this upcoming spring. Got a nice day today, it's warming up, not much of a breeze to speak of as yet, so while it's halfway nice, let's get some chores done around the place. Okay, let's see how that looks. How'd I do? Did I get it right? Yeehaw! Don't pay any attention to the ramp, but that front tire there is towed in just a hair, okay? The way it's sitting. But this thing, it's got too much of this and it's towed way out. So I'm going to crawl underneath there and adjust the tie rod on that side just a little bit. Now a little bit of that oil is draining out. Let me tell you what happened to me yesterday, and it wasn't a good thing. Well, so what happened? Well, I was out and back of the in-town job yesterday, loading up some pipe onto a cart. Didn't have my cell phone on me, didn't have the company phone on me, and started getting dizzy, lightheaded, chest was racing, heart was racing, that is. Had a big old lump right here in my chest and whatnot, and yeah, by the time I got back inside, everybody's like, come on, we're taking you to the doctor. So they run me over there, and by golly, I had an A-Fib situation going on, or had one. And so they checked me out, put me on the EKG machine and all that kind of thing, and then yeah, had another one while I was sitting there, just a small one. So they tell me that's for or precursor to possible stroke and or heart attack. So I've been told to kind of take it easy for a while. So that's why I'm doing things like this. It ain't very stressful. I had this thing parked outside all winter, which I didn't much care for, but I didn't have much of a choice. I brought home that New Holland 77 baler, which turned out to be rather large. So I didn't have anywhere to put this. So there may be a tractor or two for sale this year so I can get some room to put some stuff away where it's supposed to be. One of the things I got to do is clean mother's stuff out of the garage so I can park my pickups in there. Yeah, let me get this thing out of the way. You remember what I said about prices of everything going up and getting harder to find? That little itty bitty oil filter cost me $16 today. Yeah, factory approved, 16 bucks. Yeah, I can buy a filter 3 times that size for the 1980 half ton for 8 bucks. Yeah, supply and demand, I guess. I don't know how many of you watch Pete Larson at Just a Few Acres Farm on the YouTube channel. I've been following him actually with quite some interest. He's been restoring his father's 1940-ish, 40-ish Farmall MD. He did the engine last year. He's doing the rear end this year. Got it all put back together. He's got a few more odds and ends to do, like sheet metal and that sort of thing. But he was talking in his video today about the costs of things. Some of his feed cost has gone up almost 300% in the last year. It's costing him over double now to produce a broiler chicken. And he's lamenting on passing on the price. He doesn't want to, but by the same token, he can't lose money. So He's looking at downsizing. In fact, he already has downsized some of his pork operation, got rid of a lot of his pork that he had going on this year, sold it to an actual pork farm, pork producer farm, and just has a few young hogs left and a couple of sows and a boar. And I don't know. I don't think he's going to keep on with that too much longer. And same with the chickens. If that price of that feed keeps going up, that poor guy, he's hurting. And he says the only thing right now that's costing him in his beef production is the fuel is going up. But like he says, he only uses 100 to 150 gallons of fuel a year. I don't even use that much around this place. Of course, I've got a lot smaller operation than he does, and I'm not running hay as in yet. But that's another reason why fuel cost is another reason why, well, that and parts availability is seriously another reason why I'm considering strongly the purchase of a new or newer diesel-powered tractor, and maybe not keeping this New Holland Super 77 baler if it doesn't behave and work properly, and buy a new one, a new baler. For as much as I'm going to be running the thing, it's going to rot from age before it wears out or breaks. So that may be the way to go, but I'm not going to be up to my eyeballs in debt that I can't afford to pay off if this deal over in Ukraine ends up in the shooting war around the globe. Now, seeing as how you about have to be a monkey to change this oil filter in this thing, you either have about 6 joints in your arm. Now that I'm getting it on there, I can tell you, a little bit more about my doctor visit the other day. I told the doctor about what I was thinking about doing with fresh produce and whatnot, and he says, well, that may be something you'll have to look at doing. Get out of the rat race and get into something a little calming and relaxing. I don't know how calming and relaxing that is, but I may have to. Well, now I feel like an absolute tard. That drain plug I pulled out was for the front differential in this thing. That's why there wasn't very much oil in it. It's only supposed to be 150 milliliters in that front differential. So now I've got about 4 quarts of oil in a crankcase that's only supposed to take about 1.5 quarts. It takes a 6 millimeter hex wrench to get the plug out, which I don't have, so I went uptown to go buy one to go on the end of my socket driver. Forgot and left my wallet in my other pair of bib overalls. Yeah, my mind must really be elsewhere on that A-Fib thing, or I've got something screwy loose up there now. No pun intended to that last video either. Well, I gave it a go today. My head just ain't into it. I don't know if it's because of that A-Fib thing from yesterday, or I'm just worried about it, or what. Yeah, so I'm going to call it good for today. Wrap this video up. Get in touch with the doctors. See if they've heard anything, which I doubt they have, because they said it'd be a couple of weeks. So anyway, Farmer Dave will catch up with you later. And don't forget, right down there, subscribe if you would. Eventually, we're going to get at it and get some field work done. Anywho, y'all be careful out there. Have a great day. And, yeah, we'll catch up with you later. Bye-bye now.